Alright guys, what's going on? Cole from Vital Fishing. As you can see, we're here at the Liars Corner. I'm gonna do some top February baits, kind of getting into that springtime, weather's starting to move or change, fish are moving. So I think the guys are here. Let's go ahead and go in and see what we're working with here. There we go, we got Mr. Courtney Copley, owner right here at Liars Corner. We got
Hey guys,
Dave.
how you doing?
So we're gonna go ahead, get some baits put out, and we're gonna get into it, so stay tuned. Alright guys, we're here, we got some baits lined out. A couple baits that I don't throw too often, which is good. You'll be able to see a different perspective. Similar fishing styles, but he definitely throws a little bit more of a power setup than I do. I'm a little more finesse, especially this time of year. So I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna kind of get after it and start showing you guys what we got. So Courtney, you wanna go ahead and show me the first one?
One of the first things I want to bring to you is a new A-rig that we're carrying, and it's called the Diamond Mine. 6.5 inches long, long arms, built really, really well. The cool part about it is you don't have to bend the arms. So once it comes out of the package, it's ready to rock.
What kind of swim baits are you throwing on these?
So I've been throwing these Berkeleys, is the ones I've been using, with the Dirty Jigs head. The Dirty Jigs head, a tactical basset. I love that head. I love the hook. It's heavy. They swim great. And I've been throwing it on this power stinger that's actually made for
new?
It's made for a chatterbait.
That's pretty new though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's got those little dimples and them little holes, and it kind of puts off a bubble and a little more vibration. And on an Alabama rig, man, you ain't getting a whole lot of action out of it, but it's wintertime.
How are you fishing this
Slow.
rig? Are you dragging bottom?
You're dragging bottom. Yeah. And that's the reason I kind of went to this, is because everybody throws a Kitech and you're getting that big old booming kick and that boot tail. Fish don't do that in the wintertime. Fish are more lethargic and slow. So that's when I started doing this along with that one. And what I like about that, where it's already pre-rigged, you're not having to bend your wires. So yeah, you don't break as many, it don't bend off, the arms stay straight. This new A-rig I really, really like. Again, it's called the Diamond Mine, 100% made in America. I've been using them for a couple months before I put them out in the store, and man, have I had some good luck with them. So my wife finally got mad at me keeping everything hid, so she told me it was time to put them out. So
when you're going to the lake, are you just going out to a deep point and tossing these? Are you fishing them shallow? What do you?
I do both.
Are you?
I do both. I kind of like I let the fish tell me. So I you know, and you know how that is. Cole, depends on where you're at. If I'm in Martinez, yeah, I'm throwing it. I'm reeling it a little faster, a lighter head, smaller hook. You know, if I'm at Bartlett this time of year where I'm fishing at 40 or 50 foot deep, then I'm using two half ounce heads.
And then when you're fishing shallow, you're about 3/16.
3/16 quarter ounce. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Good deal.
And same way with the baits, guys. Don't put a bait on here and throw it for 2 hours and be like, well, I didn't get bit. Change the sizes up. Go from a 4.8 to a 2.8. Let the fish tell you what they want, and somewhere within that size range, they're going to bite. They can't help it. They have to. But that right there is one that's been really doing very, very well. Also using that one right there, the Ripple Shad. I've been throwing that one a bunch. It's thicker back here at the back where the tail is, so you don't get as much kick as you do with a Kitech. So you're still getting some kick, but not as much. But I've been really, really impressed. Plus that red eye. The other one I'm doing right now, and a lot of people is probably going to say I'm crazy, but
So I came in today and I said, "What do you got a rat out here?" You know, I don't throw rats, and he's
Guys,
a player. So
that rat absolutely catches fish in the wintertime. It's slow, it's methodical. I don't think that a bass knows the difference between a rat and a glide bait. That rat in the wintertime works really, really well. I let the color of the water dictate the color of the rat I throw. When I say I'm throwing rats, I probably have 200 or 300 rats, and I have them from that long to twice that big. I have them with 4 joints. I've got rats that long.
but the Spro one.
That Spro one, absolutely.
And is that your color you like to go with black?
Right now, yeah.
Right now, okay.
And I don't know why, but in the wintertime,
They see that big, slow, black
exactly
silhouette on
right.
the surface.
It absolutely works.
Gotcha.
I mean, I caught an 8-pounder at Swirl last week on it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I tell you it works, I promise you guys, do not be scared to throw that rad in the wintertime. It is money, money,
You
money.
guys got quite a few of those here.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
And every size. So and this is one of those things about owning a tackle shop. You hate to give out your secrets, but you know, you also
Yeah.
want your customers to catch fish. So it puts you in an odd place.
But it's got to make you feel pretty good. You
It-
recommend something to
absolutely.
come back and
Love-
show you pictures of the fish they
You
caught.
better believe it. And that happens so much,
I bet.
especially with the Alabama rig. I've turned so many people onto that Alabama rig, and they're come back in and they're like, oh my gosh, dude, that's amazing. That's bad, bad, bad. Yeah. This one's nothing new other than it's a new color. So it's a Gary Yamamoto flapping hog, but they make it in all their baits, and it's just the new fire crawl color that they come out with. And I know at Martinez, that was a huge player in that Fishing 48 tournament, in the Cashin Cup tournament.
Are you flipping that?
Yeah,
Were you?
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And that color in wintertime is good everywhere.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
a little bit of a more orange in this fire crawl than a lot
Exactly
of
right. Yeah,
Gotcha.
they dulled it down a little bit.
Which is kind of nice for Arizona.
It's-
you know, fits our crawfish a little better.
So he gets it. Exactly right. Yeah.
And the thing about Yamamoto, I hear a lot of guys say, "Oh, they're pricey. You only catch one to two fish a bait." So you got 5 in here. You're telling me you spend $6-7 and catch 10 fish, good fish. You're
I'm
telling me-
okay with that.
You're saying that that's not worth it,
Right.
I mean, that's a no-brainer to me. So
That's kind of the same way I feel. It works. We've been pairing it a lot with that. Again, I'm bringing Dirty Jigs back into it. Dirty Jigs has been so hard to get for the last 3 or 4 years. The company sold. There's a new owner now. And this stuff, guys, I'm telling you, there's not a better product on the market than Dirty Jigs. And I've been pairing that along with that flapping hog. And man, does that not absolutely just
now, are you mixing matching colors, or
yeah,
are
yeah,
you
yeah.
something a little different?
absolutely? And you know how that is. I mean, that's the reason a tackle shop has 35,000 different colors of everything that they have, because we'll go out there today and catch them on that. We go out there tomorrow, they won't even look at that. But we'll put on a green pumpkin copper and they'll eat. But I don't know that the jig color matters as much as what that does, because that's
So
what
you're
gives you your
mixing it
action.
up a lot,
A
depending
lot.
on what those fish are
Absolutely.
telling you.
I mean, Arizona, one of the big colors here, and that's the reason I've got this one out, is the peanut butter and jelly.
That's a good color.
Everybody in Arizona throws the peanut butter and jelly. I don't have one in my boat,
Purple and browns are gonna do you pretty well here.
and I don't have one in my boat. So, guys, I went over 2 or 3 of my favorites. I'm going to let Cole take over and tell you about 2 or 3 that he's laid up here that he likes to use now, and not just now, but in the up and coming couple months, because we all know what the next 2 or 3 months is going to be. It's going to be fire. So that's some of the stuff I like to use, and he's got a couple of things that he likes to do. So I'm going to let him talk a little.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff, which is cool about it, is it's versatile. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna work this month, but you're gonna be able to take a lot of this stuff. So you know, you get it now. It's gonna work in February. It's gonna work in March. It's gonna work in post spawn. Especially the spinnerbait. Right here, we got a Berkeley Power Blade spinnerbait. And what's cool about this one, it's got 2 willows, but one of these willows is white, which is a great color for wintertime, and you got that orange. And why we picked out this one with that orange is, you know, a lot of our mountains right now are just snow-packed. We're getting a lot of rain this year, so we're getting a lot of new water influx. You know, Alamo's gone up 15 foot. It's almost at 100% full. Roosevelt probably going to be close to full this year, you know, if we keep getting another snow melt.
Agreed, yep.
But there's orange blade, so we got a lot of chocolate milk water. So you could go with the Colorado and get some more thump, but this is a little more finesse, so you're still getting that, you know, a little bit tighter vibration from these willow blades, but that orange is gonna stick out, that white. You got a chartreuse and orange and white belly right here, and that's gonna be a great pre-spawn, during the spawn, anywhere where I got dirty water and a little bit of wind kicks up, or I got trees, anywhere I can cause a little bit of commotion, I wanna pick this up and at least search around, try to find fish, and then once I find the fish, I can pick up that flapping craw, I can pick up the jig, and then kind of start picking it apart. So that's what the spinnerbait's a great pick.
Again,
this time of year.
he's timed the same thing, orange. Guys, wintertime and spring, it works.
You're red and you're orange. I found that in
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yes,
I
sir.
do better on a little bit more of an orange
Yeah.
than a red. I
Yeah,
know you
me
like
too.
red a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Again, that's just the little bit of difference. Yeah.
And then we got Gambler. This is made in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Gambler is huge down in Florida. It's
Phenomenal
kind of
bait.
It's kind of a well-kept, I won't open that, I don't want to break the pack, but it's a,
Here, let's open it. And I know what you were getting ready to say. It's a well-kept secret, and it is.
so this right here is
And they
one of the Gambler swim baits, and it's a jointed swim bait. So the cool thing about these is, especially this time of year when the water's a little colder, it's gonna have a little bit tighter of an action.
come seen it.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they got that scent.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I like throwing these, belly hook or an underspin. Just kind of same thing as that spinner bait. You get a little clearer water. This could be a better option than that spinner bait. Still a thin profile, so you're still gonna catch your 2-pounders, but you have the potential to catch, 5, 6, something bigger. We don't have it up here right now, but another Gambler I love flipping that I've done very well on is the Gambler Why Not?
Yeah, man.
And the color is Gold Rush. They have that here as well.
Thanks for sharing it.
Yeah,
That's one I've kind of kept secret too.
oh, it just goes right
That's
through
amazing, dude.
any kind of structure, vegetation, the way it's set up, it slips right through.
Yeah.
And then probably what I'm gonna be throwing 80% of the time, and I got, my wrists are killing me lately because I've been throwing so many jerk baits. This is a KVD, this is a 3000 size. You get up to about 12 foot right here. I like to just bomb a cast out on a spot I wanna fish, reel it down real quick, and then I just pop, 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 just to get that bait down. And then you can start snap, snap, pause, snap, snap, snap. You can start kind of mixing up your retrieve, see what they want that day. A little colder water. You can actually pause that bait and just let it sit there. You can sit there for 30 seconds.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say.
Because they'll just be nosing it.
I think that's where a lot of jerkbait fishermen mess up at in the wintertime. They work it too fast. Man, I literally sometimes will let that thing sit for 30 or 45 seconds between jerks.
Well, 'cause
and it's mind-numbingly hard to do.
It is, but it catches fish.
But it damn sure catches fish.
And it's fun, because you'll just be sitting there and you go to rip, and
Wow.
then it
Yeah.
loads up and you got a fish.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let Courtney talk about this last one. I'm not a huge bed guy. I like it, but if I can catch them off beds, I'll do it. But a lot of times in tournaments and stuff like that, you have to fish beds because that's where the biggest fish are going to be caught. So I'll let you kind of
So
take it away with
this
that.
is a new one, the Chunky D missile baits. 2 weeks ago, Martinez. I'm going into some backwater and I look and I'm like, it's a fish on a bed. And then I look at my graph and the water's 67 degrees.
67.
67. So I go to ripping my boat apart, trying to find something because we were down there power fishing. We were doing this stuff. And I had 1 pack of these. And that's all I had. As soon as I flipped it over there, gone, eat immediately. So starting now, guys, put something in there that you can see because these pockets in this muddy water warms up a lot quicker than you think it does. Start putting your bed fishing stuff in there because who would have thought that we was catching bedfish in middle of January?
Yeah, no, it sounds crazy.
Daniel
They-
Elias
they
wore
do
them
it.
out. Every fish he weighed in come off the bed.
He's a good bed fisherman.
Every fish he weighed in that Martinez tournament come off the bed.
Good fisherman in general, but
Yeah,
very good bed.
yeah. So, guys, that one right there is money. I promise you.
So guys, be sure to check these baits out. There's a lot of different baits that'll catch them this time of year, but this is a great starting point. And you got some baits that a lot of you I know don't throw these rats, but a lot of fun to throw. I don't throw rats at all. Courtney's kind of persuaded me to give them a try, so I'm gonna probably pick one of these up today and go give it a go. But
They're money.
we're gonna be doing these videos about once a month now, just kind of keep you guys informed about what baits are working around the valley. So be sure to check out Liar's Corner. I'll go ahead and put the address in the description.
There we go.
Courtney over here is the owner. He'll be happy to help you guys out, share some of his secrets, even if it means that, cat's getting out of the bag.
Yeah.
He'll do it for you guys. He likes to see you guys catch fish. So.
Yeah, I agree. So, guys, come see us. We got a huge selection. A lot of you know, we've expanded the store. We're getting ready to expand again. I can't even begin to thank all of you guys for the sensational year that we had. I mean, it was unbelievable. And I want to do the same thing this year. So we're going to continue to bring in new product. Cole's going to come over and start helping us kind of get more out on the social media side of it to where you guys can see more of what we do have and what's working, as he said. Because I get to talk to every fisherman that comes in here, and which kind of helps me a whole lot. But I will also share that info with you guys. So come and see us.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.